You know, one of the commenters, I'm reading the comments now, and one of the commenters brought up a good point on, you know, how people are. One guy said, people are ready to sell their soul for an iPad. And it's true. You know, we look at these devices like they're to be worshipped or something. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, you know, I don't play no games with you. I have my little device here, and I like it. It helps me out a lot. But let me tell you something, guys. If I was down to my last $100 and Steve Jobs got on the air and said, oh, by the way, we're getting another version of the iPod, and it was a choice between that or buying a bag of rice, I think I would pick the rice. You know, people spend thousands of dollars on these devices. Thousands, and I'm not lying, guys. You know, my sister alone, shoot, she has every type of device you can imagine, and I thought I was a tech head. You know, I like things. I like TVs and I like the iPods, but you know, she has every type of device imaginable. The minute it comes out, she has to have it, and a lot of people are like that. And like I said, the reason I'm saying this is because when the shit hits the fan, so to speak, people are gonna have these iPods and iPads, and they're gonna be pretty much worthless when you have food shortages. You know, everyone that commented, I haven't seen one negative comment yet, because I'm talking logic, guys. I'm not talking out of my head. I'm not holding a marijuana joint. On the other hand, I have a bottle of Jack Daniels. I'm a totally sober-minded person telling you people what's ahead. And maybe, from the comments I'm getting, a lot of people are like myself, you know. People around them are just totally oblivious. And the only thing I can tell them is, well, I pretty much gave up. You know, I shake my head. I don't have the strength anymore to convince people to fight with them or argue with them, because that's what it comes out to be. 90% of the time it comes out to be an argument, you know. So I let it go. I usually say one or two sentences. I hear their viewpoint, and I said, okay, well, have a good day, bye. And that's pretty much it. So you know, everyone has their own different way of dealing with it, but you know, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, people. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. There's only that long you can wait, you know. You have to look for you and your family, if they want to listen, that is. You know, stock up. As far as the banks failing, I don't know how to protect, you know, don't take money out of the banks, obviously. You're not going to put money, it's not going to be worth anything anyway. It's stupid to do stuff like that. It's not going to be worth anything. You know, it's just paper. It's really not going to be worth anything if the crisis deepens and we start defaulting. So that's not a good idea. I'm keeping my money in the bank, you know. That's what I'm doing. Whatever happens, happens, guys. You know, there's no way to stop it. You know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's in God's hands, pretty much. You know, I get a lot of videos of very religious people talking to me about God, and you know, well, I'm Jewish, but you know, I have nothing against people saying, you know, Jesus will save you, and whatever you believe in, that's pretty cool. You know, I much rather have people believe in God than these atheists that don't believe in God. When you don't believe in God, that's a scary thing, by the way, because then you think that you can do anything. So whatever God you believe in, I would start praying. I would start praying for this country, folks. And hopefully He'll hear our prayers, and maybe He'll give us another chance to stick around for another few years. You know, we had a good run. I remember who said that. I was watching a BlogTV once. I'm not sure who said it. Was it on UPRN or not? But we had a good run. He was right. We had a pretty good run. 235 years. That's pretty darn good. And everything comes to an end. A new cycle begins. A new chapter of the world begins. New destiny for us. Whatever that destiny holds. So, you know, am I fearful? One guy asked me if I was fearful. No, not at all. You're not fearful if you prepare. You know, the most important things, really three things. You got food and water, shelter, and just state of mind, really. And I have all that. Nothing's gonna break. Nothing it could happen, barring, of course, a nuclear blast in my area. Nothing could actually happen that I could be pretty much shocked with, and even that wouldn't shock me. Even that wouldn't shock me. But I'm prepared for everything. Everything from a total economic crash, having the dollar's totally worthless, to a war in the Middle East, to even pole shift. You know, I'm ready for it all. And you know, maybe all this prepping and all this you know, preparing isn't going to do anyone good. You know, maybe it's all for naught. You know, maybe it's just wasted. You know, maybe something's coming down the road that we can't even imagine. You know, if a pole shift happens and we prep, you know, there's nothing you can really do with 400-mile-per-hour winds hitting every area of the earth. So, you know, you can't guard against everything, folks. You know, a lot of people write me about Comet Ellen and asking me my views. The only I could say is a lot of religions and a lot of people see some object coming from outer space. Some people see it coming from behind the sun. But that object is going to be the harbinger of some really, really bad times ahead. Whether that's a comet, whether that's an asteroid. They hope we call it Kachina. Blue star Kachina. Edgar Casey, I don't think he spoke about an asteroid. He did speak about a pole shift, though. But Gordon Michael Scallion talks about, he sees an object coming around from the sun. He doesn't see it hitting the Earth, though, but he sees it actually disturbing the Earth's magnetic field, if I remember that correctly. And that's what pretty much precipitates the shift in the Earth's axis. So everyone has a different view on this, guys. You can't prepare for the Earth tilting off its axis. You know, that's impossible. You know, unless you have a ship that you can get on, and you know, a planet you can go on that's habitable. So anyway, I don't want to keep on ranting. I'm just glad everyone enjoys my videos. You know, I'm amazed. I'm really amazed. By the way, I wanted to make an announcement. If, and this is just if, something disastrous happens, such as in a week, a major event happens with this crash, whether or not that's going to be a default, I will be having a special BlogTV on that subject. I usually talk about the news and events around the world, but if that event happens, I'm going to be focusing on just chat, you know, talking about everyone's opinions. I'm not going to be reading any articles. I'm not going to be doing anything. I'll have a special BlogTV show just on the debt default. In fact, that's what I'll probably call it, the debt default, U.S. debt default. So we can all talk about it in the chat room. It'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. And one guy wrote me, he says, oh, he goes, why do you do the BlogTV? You can get the news, you know, anyone can get the news anywhere, especially nowadays. You go on news, an AOL News, Google News, you have a million places to go. True, it's a lot of work though, and I take a lot of hours in the day to get the most important stories, to put it together, and you can talk about it as a group. So I find it much more interesting doing on a BlogTV with a whole bunch of friends. I call them friends, you know, it's like family, really. I have a whole bunch of people that I really know. I know them for a while now. You know, I'm not saying about 30 people I know, but I would say a handful of people I know very well that I talk to on a pretty regular basis. So it's nice to get together and talk about these things. Anyway, guys, take it easy. It's getting really nice out. It's getting sunny, so I may lay out a little bit in the sun. Take it easy, folks. Bye.